Alright, so let's get ourselves back into the world of F1, and from last we left off... Thank you very much, I thought that already loaded up. We are currently in the middle of building our car out. As you can see here, we got 3 things on the arrow that will get done after the Brazilian Grand Prix, but before the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I do not have the money to build out the rest of my chassis. As you can see right there, we got 1 spot open, 2 spots open really once this weight reduction goes through. But once that goes through, and if I build these 2 up, feasibly I should have the 3rd best chassis on the grid. Feasibly, I should. Already, as far as the aero goes, I should be having somewhere in the range of like 8th to maybe even 7th best aero on the grid. But as you can see, as far as Spec 3 goes, I don't have anything as far as an ultimate upgrade. And I would pretty much hazard a guess to say this one right down here is going to be an ultimate upgrade alongside with these 2 on the left and the right. That would obviously help immensely going towards the drag reduction, going towards making this car a lot faster, a little less drag reduction, so it will speed the car up for, if I can actually get the words out and whatnot, because it's been a long, long day. It's not been a good day for me, but it's been a long day. So just trying to ease my mind and try to have some fun here tonight. All right, that's what I want to do, is we want to try and have some fun here tonight. Nothing to do with the engine. We're still waiting on the 3, the Spec 3 upgrade, so that we can get the 3 ultimate upgrades along that. And then, of course, durability. Every single one along the top is going to be an ultimate upgrade, but I will say this right now. If this gets opened up, I am not going to touch it because durability upgrades are kind of worthless at this point in time. Plus, I would also like to save up my R&D points for any regulations that may come down next season. And it's not really... It's all going okay on a whole, on an average, but today is just a bad day. But as you can see, facilities-wise, we're still Spec 2. No movements there whatsoever. Maybe in the off-season. Kind of hoping in the off-season there will be some buying of new facilities, and maybe even instead of just leveling out Spec 2 for all of 1, maybe actually pushing one of those Spec 2s already we have into Spec 3. So that I can continuously build out the car. If not, then I'm just going to hoard R&D points, because there's no need for me to buy anything. I will have maxed out everything. There's no need for me to buy. But let's get into a Grand Prix that I actually enjoy. It is the Brazilian Grand Prix. We're going to have 35 laps around there. Except for like 1 or 2 turns in the middle, I absolutely enjoy this track. And we see rain in practice, but I don't see rain in qualifying or the race. Please don't let that be the case. It does not look like that is the case. As you can see, it is partly cloudy throughout all of qualifying. Partly cloudy through the race, but it is getting a little bit dark towards the end of the race. It will get cloudy. I don't know if there will actually be some raindrops falling in the last couple of laps, but at least it's showing that it will be cloudy. But overall, it's going to be a dry race, which is all that I can hope for, because I never like wet racing. You know me. If you've been here long enough, you know that I just absolutely despise the wet racing within the F1 game. But anyway, I haven't talked to you guys in a couple of days. How have y'all been? And like I said, what do you make of the news? Well, I guess you've already been talking about the news.
I've had a chat with Carl about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
I honestly do think that George does deserve another chance with Mercedes, but it's obviously not up to him. It's the heads at Mercedes, it's Toto Wolff and all them that want to decide who gets to go where. And if Lewis Hamilton says he's good to come back, then Toto ain't going to say no to him. Nah, it's whatever. Turns 1 and 2, I always could take a little bit better, but I never do. Speaking of turns, I could take a little bit better. Like this entire infield section, I never seem to get right. Or if I get it right, I can never get it consistent. Shit. Alright. We're around, we're good. And that should be a purple. And it is. Alright, we get the target score. Man, I'm just looking at all these tracks and thinking, man, for next season when I turn off the driving line, how much harder it's going to be. That's why I'm probably going to be doing, in my off season, in my off time, actually doing some practice of driving these tracks without a line. Oh no, invalidated lap time. It's only my out lap. Hey, what's going on, Mint? Yeah, we were just talking about the news from earlier today, Mint, that Lewis Hamilton will in fact be back in Mercedes for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix this weekend. So unfortunately, George is not going to have another chance to prove himself in a Mercedes car. Not this year, at least. And I agree with you, like, I still am in the camp of Sergio Perez. Oh, shit. I'm still in the camp of Sergio Perez going to Red Bull. But it really is completely up to Christian Horner and what the Red Bull team want. Is George the best rookie? George raced last year, didn't he? I thought George raced last year in 2019, so he wouldn't be a rookie, technically. Same thing with Lando. I thought Lando raced last year. We gotta look this up. Hold on a second, guys. Lando Norris. Yeah, this would have been Lando's first season. No, he raced last year too. So no, he's not a rookie. Lando raced last year. Albon raced last year. George raced last year. They're not rookies. So if anybody is a rookie, it's Latifi. And he would be the only rookie, mind you. So by default, Nicholas Latifi is Rookie of the Year. By default. Okay, yeah, we purpled it. If Perez doesn't go to Red Bull, Albon or Gasly should be swapped. I also don't think that is going to happen, Frankie, because of the fact that I think that Gasly is liking it at AlphaTauri. The one person that will, in fact, be more than likely leaving is Kvyat, because I think that Red Bull are starting to favor Tsunoda a lot more, so they want to get him up into an F1 car as quick as possible. So next year's AlphaTauri lineup is more than likely going to be Gasly, Tsunoda. I don't see anything that would say that Gasly would benefit in the Red Bull car. Honestly, there isn't anything that says that Gasly would be doing better in a Red Bull car. So he's probably going to stay put. right now, is Russell better than Lando or Albon? Maybe better than Albon. I don't see him better than Lando. But that's just me. That's from a very casual observance.
Okay.
Perfect. Who is the best of the new drivers? Okay, so if you're saying of the drivers that have been around like 3 years or less, you would say? Because if you, okay, you'd have to specify length of time, because if you're going 3 years or less, that qualifies Max, that qualifies Leclerc. Because I think both of them started, no. Didn't Max and Leclerc start in 2017 or 2018? Because if you're saying 3 years or less, that would be from the 2018 season on. And I think that Max and Leclerc were 2017. Will I be watching? Well, if I can wake up early enough and watch it, Frankie. Like I said, time zones and all that make it very hard for me. So if we're saying from 2018 onward, Charles Leclerc is the standout. Charles Leclerc would be above and beyond pretty much everybody. Above Lando, above Albon, above George, above Latifi, much better above Latifi. Yeah, I would say that if you're going from 2018 onward, it's Leclerc, and there's not a fucking contest.
30 minutes of this session remain.
There is absolutely no contest. But either way, COVID, if you're saying from 2018 onwards, if you're talking about drivers that have started from 2018 onwards, it's pretty much Leclerc. There is no discussion. Leclerc is the best of all the drivers that have started from 2018 onward. And yeah, Max is what, 24 years of age? I want to say Max is 24. Wait till George gets good. I understand he's got high potential. He's got gobs of potential. It's just that he has to deal with that bathtub sailboat that he's got with Williams. But I think we can all agree that the young class of drivers, the majority of the young class of drivers currently driving in F1 pretty much have potential to be the face of the sport and more than likely at least one driver's champion winner over the course of their career. And of course, I mean Max and Leclerc and Lando and George. Maybe Stroll. I actually would not put Albon in there. I don't foresee Albon winning a title at all. Isako Chavez, thank you very much for the follow. Very much. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. I mean, F1, we already knew this. F1 is turning into a young man's sport where I think half of the roster, if not more than half the roster, is under the age of 30.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's the drivers are just getting younger and younger and younger, and they will, barring any sort of catastrophic incident, they will be staying with their teams for quite some time, or they'll at least be staying in the sport for quite some time. What's going on, Lark? Man, how many times do I have to tell you I am not driving no Formula Drift car?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Zero Key, thank you very much for the follow, as well as Resage. Hope you guys are doing well. God, I fucking hate that turn sequence. Albon doesn't have that killer mentality, you say? I don't know, I think Albon is a decent driver, but decent with all the talent around him isn't going to get it done. Decent is definitely good enough to get points, but it's not good enough to get him podiums continuously. Ah, shit. Yeah, Reese, honestly, I've never really liked the 1-2 setup here at Interlagos. If anything, it's my worst part of the track. Because coming out of 1, trying to set up for 2, like, I'm still turning and trying to set up for 2, it never works. And no amount of turning in early is ever going to help. Hey, what's going on, Klingon? And as I may mention before, think about what I'm going to have to do next season when I'm turning my driving line off. And actually going to be driving au naturel. It's going to be even worse. I'm going to have laps upon laps of practice to get that line just right. I'm also not trying to get onto the rumble strips too much because obviously, as we have found out, rumble strips are like driving on ice. So if anything, I'll barely touch the rumble strips, but I won't go too far over them. Klingon's all about practice, man. That's how people get good at stuff. Braking zone's just another thing to memorize, just like in any other game or any other sport. And some people do it better than others, which makes them elite, which is what I am not. By no means I'm claiming am I elite. I'm just saying that's what separates the good from the great. To be able to have that in your memory, to call it back on more than one occasion. To do it consistently. Oh yeah, reason. That's why I've been touting for ages now with this game. When people come in here and say, oh, why aren't you playing a certain way? I say I'm playing it the way I want to play it because it's most enjoyable for me with how I'm playing it. The certain difficulties, the certain assists, the certain view. As you can see, a lot of people come in and bash me for cockpit view. It's like, I'm playing with a wheel. It just feels natural for me to do cockpit view. I mean, if you want to do T-pillar or the isometric cam, then by all means go ahead. Or even the hood cam, the nose cone cam. By all means go and do that. I love doing that for Forza because it's arcadey, and it doesn't really matter. I don't use a wheel for that. But it's like, you play how you want to play, and it makes it most enjoyable for you. And that does not go for this. That goes for every game. But for me, I can pinpoint out braking zones if I follow, like, meter board markers. When I get into turns where there are no meter board markers and I have to rely on the environment, that's where it gets a little tricky for me. Like right there, if I turn the braking line off, I can remember, at this turn, I can remember braking in between the 50 and 100 meter board. But if I was in one of those turns somewhere in the middle of this track where there are no meter board markings to pinpoint exactly where I should be braking, that's where I'm going to have my problem. Because I'm going to have to rely on the environment, and I'm going to have to, you know, as I'm getting into the turn, figure out, okay, what am I coming up on? Like a signboard or a tree or part of the Armco barrier or whatever to try and figure out if that's my braking spot. That's what's going to give me the most problem. I know that's what's going to give me the most problem until I just do repetitions of it. Unless I just do lap after lap after lap and try and figure out what's my braking zone, what's my acceleration point out of the curb and whatnot. It's going to be a challenge, and I understand that. I'm here for it, though. Need to do a track guide, specifically for F1 tracks? Well, I wish you good luck with your wheel there, Bucky. Is it a Logitech, Fanatec, Thrustmaster? Which is it? Alright, I'm not doing any more practice. I will do extra practice at Abu Dhabi because I just don't like that track. I can try and get comfortable with it, but I've never been a fan of Abu Dhabi. Am I ever going to get an F1 type wheel?
Now over the line, let's see our top three.
Why do you ask, Frankie? The reason why I don't have an F1 type wheel is because I do other racing games aside from F1. Mostly NASCAR, stock car type stuff. So it's better to have just a nice circular wheel. I don't have the money to buy any other thing right now. That all went to Christmas gifts. That all is going to my mortgage. That's going to my car payments. I don't have spare money lying around, especially not this time of year. Somewhere down the line, I don't know. I'll think about it. But it's not really top of mind for me is something that I want to have. I don't need to have it, nor do I want to have it right now. Right, not enough resource points to build up that chassis just yet, which is unfortunate. I probably have to wait until after the race. And yeah, that's the thing, Klingon. I play a little bit off camera, but it's not, once again, it's not my main thing. In fact, my main thing that I've been doing off camera has been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've already put, like 45 to 50 hours in that game right now. And I would say that I'm about halfway done, maybe halfway done with the story. That's just the story. That's not all the side stuff, too. So I've just been dropping a lot of hours in that because I've been having a lot of fun with that. You have a G29 and it works? Okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing, though. Fanatec and Thrustmaster, they do have full pre-builts out there that are as cheap as Logitech's, somewhere between $250 to $400. So if you wanted to have your all-in-one type of wheel, pedal, and maybe even a shifter attachment too, if you wanted to go the H-pattern shifter, that's there for you. But yes, Fanatec and Thrustmaster do offer and promote the a la carte style buying, so you can customize your own wheel to the type of feel that you want. Customize your pedals, customize your shifter, your direct drive mount. And yes, if you try and buy all that separately, then we're talking about getting up into the $1,000 range. And that's when it gets most expensive. And I'm not ever recommending that to you guys unless you can afford it. I've also never had a Fanatec or a Thrustmaster, so I can't speak on their quality, but I do know that they are quality. I can only speak on the Logitech because I've had 2 Logitech wheels already. And they've both done me good. Anybody else that comes in here and talks, if they know Fanatec and Thrustmaster or have had Fanatec and Thrustmaster, then by all means, go and take their word for it. The stuff that some esports guys use Logitechs, and even old Logitechs. I've seen some guys using like G27s or 25s from almost a decade ago, and they still work, and they're still good. You don't have to have the most expensive stuff to be an esports driver. Whether it's F1, whether it's iRacing, whether it's Assetto Corsa, anything. Having the most expensive stuff does not mean a thing. It's all about your driving ability. Yes, obviously having more expensive stuff would be in turn lead to less reaction time or something like that. But overall, it's how you are as a driver skill-wise that pretty much determines how well you drive. It's not the equipment. Or I should say the equipment is not the most important thing. Should play CSGO with a wheel. I should not play CSGO ever. I played Counter-Strike Source back in the day, but I've just had no interest in playing CSGO. Alright, who's this jamoke in front of me? Alright, I got Giovinazzi in front of me, who's gonna ruin my first lap. I'm driving in this guy's dirty air. It's screwing up my line. Well, I definitely have to go out again for a second lap, and I'm restarting that. I just want a time. Yeah, I just want to get a time. There's this fucking jamoke here, Giovinazzi. I had to come out at the wrong time. And that was a slow lap. I know I need to go again. Question is, do I want to go again now, or do I want to go again later? Yeah, who's out on track? Okay, I'll go out now, and then I'll go out again on a fresh set of tires for the final bit of the track. Final bit of the qualifying.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
So then for my final lap, I'll go out on a fresh set of tires. Again, that turn out of 1 is absolutely murder. Mm. Alright, almost a second faster, and where's that gonna put me? 16th. Wow, okay. I got almost a second faster and still only moved me up to 16th. I still need to get faster somehow. How far off am I? I am not that far off. Look at George though. Jesus, he's 3/10 faster. George is 3/10 faster. Magnussen is only 1/100th of a second faster than me. So I need to find 100th of a second somewhere. Magnussen's probably going to get faster. So I'm going to say if I can get like a 10th, maybe 2/10 faster, I should be good. Uh... Oh, really? I might as well not even run this. I might as well not even run this qualifying lap because I just got the notification that my flap is down. My flap is busted. I can't use DRS, my flap is busted. This is gonna hurt on the long straight. What's going on, Liz Ionics? It has, in fact, been a while. Hope you're doing well. Alright, maybe it's not going to matter because I built up quite a lot of time. Okay, I'm going to be just under 3/10 faster, but... Oh, man, that hurt. Please tell me I qualified. Having no DRS flap fucked me, even though I got 3/10 to the good at one point in time. Wow. That is rough, man. Sergio Perez was able to get another second faster than me, and I will say this, I lost an entire, I said second, 10th of a second. I lost an entire 10th of a second on that straightaway coming to the start-finish line. An entire 10th. So had I not missed that, probably would be saying I would have gotten into qualifying too. But I didn't. So that is bad times for me. I'm back here in 16th with the Haasas and the Alphas. All right, it's not a good look, but maybe somewhere down the line it could turn into a good run in the race, maybe with a interesting tire strategy.
Your take on it. How will not making Q3 affect your strategy tomorrow? I've heard rumours that you're interested in moving to this team. Is there any truth to that?
No, I'm not moving to Renault. Why would I want to leave the wonderful team that is Williams?
Appreciate your time.
Why would I ever want to turn my back on the best team in the world and the team with the best potential at the same time in Williams? Why would I want to sully myself by going to a team such as Renault? Yeah, it's not a good look now, is it, Klingon? Oh, that's rough, man. Alright, take it easy, Reese. Yeah, I understand time zones and all that. This is when I normally stream, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, around this time. So if you can make any other ones, it's great. Would like to have you back. Take it easy, dude. I'm also glad that you're on a normal schedule, Liz. I'm still looking for a job. Shit sucks. Alright, so we're starting 16th, and for Brazil, normally for Brazil, it's what? Soft to medium? That's the strategy, soft to medium? And it will be a one-stop strategy, mind you. It will always be a one-stop strategy. The question is, do I want to do soft to medium, or do I want to go medium to soft as a strategy? I think we'll figure that out as we go. Because I think maybe, just maybe, I can get away with the medium to soft, but I want to see what it looks like on the actual tires before I make said decision. Okay, that's my engine is fine. Alright, 36 laps around one of my favorite tracks.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections bookend the famous and highly technical Sector 2, where getting a good run out of Junsao into one of the two DRS zones will be the key to any overtaking prospects today. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's
you can do it, Lizzie.
that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen,
Oh, Mercedes
Leclerc,
front row, of course.
Alexander Albon, and Gasly, Vettel, Ricciardo,
And
Fiat,
Gasly.
and Esteban
What a
Ocon,
pronunciation.
Norris, Sainz, Sergio Perez, and Stroll, Russell, O'Brien, Kevin Magnussen, and Roman Grosjean. Giovinazzi and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid.
Yeah, let's go. Williams lockout of the 8th row. Oh, man. Also, Russell getting 7th in Q1 only to finish 15th in Q2. Man, you gotta do better than that. Williams did not spend all that money to give you a 93 rating, to give you every single driver perk out there, and not to have you finish and start, I should say, higher than 15th. You gotta do better than that, George. Oh, what's that? I'm just getting this right now. He needs a better car. Oh, well, Williams, hey, buddy, maybe you should be spending more money on me and the facilities rather than the golden boy that is George Russell, because if he wants to get in a better finishing position, he needs a better car. So what do? Build the fucking facilities. Seriously, don't understand. Don't understand it. All right, race strategy. So they are predicting soft to hard, and I know the leaders are going to do that strategy. I know the leaders are going to do the soft to hard strategy. Soft to medium is, what's that, 9 seconds faster. But what if I go medium to soft? Medium to soft is, it's a tenth slower, but it still is a viable strategy. So I mean, I could do this and have the faster tire at the end of the race, or do I want to just basically follow what everybody is doing and just have the more durable tire at the end? What's going on, Wolf? I don't know what I want to do. I'm actually stumped as to what I want to do here. Actually, what if I drop this back a bit? I kind of want to pit earlier. I do kind of want to pit earlier, just for the fact that if I could, you know, try to undercut somebody or undercut a whole bunch of people, and I can make the medium tires work on this. Hards and don't pit at all. That's not a strategy. Oh man, if you could do that, that'd be great, but that is not a strategy. What's everyone else doing? I'm curious. I am curious as to what everyone else is doing around me. Both Mercedes qualified on the mediums, so they are going to be going medium to soft. I would be very surprised if they went medium to hard. But everybody else around is mostly doing soft. George is going to start on the mediums, and both the Haas drivers are starting on the mediums. So you know what? I'll actually do this. I'll start on the soft tires. No, Klingon, you are wrong. No, you are wrong. You need to have 2 tire compounds. 2 different tire compounds. The only way you can get away with 1 tire all the way through the race is if it's wet. Because I've done that before, actually. I did that, at a Hungarian race, I think, a few months ago. And somebody in the chat actually told me about that. I stayed on intermediate tires throughout the entirety of the race. I started like 19th or something. I ended up finishing in 5th because I didn't pit. I just stayed on intermediates the entire way. That is a legit strategy, though. Is if you are on the wet tires, if it's a full wet race, if you're on wet tires the entire time, you don't have to come into pit. But if it's dry, you gotta have 2 separate slick compounds. Alright, so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the soft to medium, because that's what it looks like everyone else is doing. And I will come in early. I will come in 1 lap early on lap 15. And we'll make that stick. Alright, boys. Starting in 16th place, where do you guys think I'm going to go? I would like you to show me where on the car I hit Magnussen. Because I can almost guarantee you Magnussen hit me, it wasn't the other way around. And here comes the procession. Oh, fun fact about the shirt that I'm wearing, or about the series of the shirt I'm wearing. Just the Mandalorian, for those that didn't see it the first time. So apparently, announced today, there are going to be 2 spin-off shows. There are going to be 2 spin-off shows from The Mandalorian. One is based on Ahsoka, and the other one is going to be based off of the Rangers of the new Empire, or the New Republic, sorry. And they were both announced literally an hour ago by Disney. So if you loved yourself some good old Clone Wars back in the day, and you loved seeing Ahsoka show up in the new Mandalorian a couple of weeks ago, then boy howdy are you going to be hyped for this new Ahsoka series. That I'm still fucking up this track here.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I was about to say, come on, George. Move it or lose it, buddy. How am I looking at for R&D? I pretty much maxed everything out to Spec 2. Every facility is at Spec 2, and the tree is pretty much maxed out at Spec 2. With the exception of a couple of things in the chassis, it's pretty much maxed out. I didn't even know they were playing Thursday Night Football tonight, Tykesman, if I'm gonna be honest. So no, I don't know who's on tonight. Can you let me know? Rams Pats? No, I don't have anybody. Oh, man, heavy break. Heavy break from Russell there. Good thing I didn't kill my tires there. Are you just rooting for the Rams pin dog, or do you have players in fantasy? Oh, dive bomb on George. George, I hate to be that guy. But you are on medium tires. Little Connor, thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Like, seriously, George is on medium tires. He does not need to hold me up. There really isn't a third sector to speak of there, Klingon.
Fuel is looking really good.
It's pretty much this turn and then the long straight up. Yeah, but the fact that this is pretty much a speed track, I think we can all go ahead and say that Interlagos is a speed track. Unfortunately, with me starting back here in 16th place, that does take away the fact of me trying to catch up and pass through people in the middle of the pack. What's going on, Daddy? Braking before the braking zone tells me to. I'm trying to get my braking zones down for the future. Basically tap it at 50. And basically all these turns in the middle here, I'm going to have to rely on atmosphere. Three overtaking spots, and two of them are right here. This straightaway leading to the start-finish, then turn 1. If you can dive bomb into turn 1, that's an overtake spot, and then the DRS straight leading into turn 3. Those are the ones that I count. I might be right on a couple that you're thinking of, but what are your 3? Because you can't really get enough speed on this DRS straight. You could try, but it's not the best overtaking spot. A new
strategy is available on the MFD.
It's definitely not the best overtaking spot. That's why I would relegate it to the start-finish straight, as well as the dive bomb into turn 1.
Okay, copy that.
They wanted me to come in on lap 18. Sorry, Jeff, are you high? I'm trying to undercut people, Jeff. I can't undercut people if you want me to come in 3 laps later than I want. That's why Jeff's the best crew chief ever. He gives you tactics that you don't even think about. Because those tactics are shit. Turned in earlier. God damn it. So I can assure you I am not high. Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up, Jeff. God damn. This is single player. Well, this specifically right now is single player. The Williams driver career. Alright. Flashback number 1. I don't know how... I honestly don't know how I did that. I thought I was good coming out of it. I surprised myself. Hey, what's going on, Merman? Alright, so that's number 1 out of 3. And like I said, I surprised myself on that one. I thought I was going just fine through that turn. The only thing I can think of is I gunned it too early. But yeah, Merman, we did not have a good qualifying. We started 16th. And we only moved ahead of one person, our partner in crime, George Russell. That has been the only overtake. It's like, I like this track, I really do, but didn't qualify on it well. Oh, whoa!
Okay, clear.
Carlos Sainz had a blowout. Carlos Sainz had a blowout and just turned right into me. Yeah, that got a little hairy. I mean, I still got 3 more laps before I bring it around for a tire change. Now I need to get back within DRS distance. This time Lance
We're
Stroll.
approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Another caution, but that's for Carlos Sainz already. Yeah, more than likely a couple people pit. I don't know who. I did not look at the mini-map to see who it was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does make sense. Thank you very much for the follow, Jenkins. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Yeah, I'm not going to touch up. Alcon's coming into pit. Alcon's more than likely going to go on the hard tires. If people are coming into pit now, they are all going to be on hard tires.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Which is a reason why I want to come in at lap 15 for any undercutting. But also because I know that if people are going to be going towards the harder tires, switching to the mediums will give me a little bit of a quick boost off of fresh mediums at that. not turn it too early. Alright, next time by. Coming around, pitting, next time by. Maybe a few more people in the pits right now.
In this lap, push now.
In fact, I would even hazard a guess to say that right now, lap 15 is probably where the AI is thinking is the changeover of hards to mediums. So anybody coming in now is probably having that decision. Whereas I am definitely going to be on the medium tires. Hards are definitely there for the durability, yes. But I need it for the speed. All right. So there are AI drivers coming into pit right now for hard tires at lap 15.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Though if I would have come in lap 16, AIs, every single AI that comes in at lap 16 is going to get on the medium tires. It is looking like, though, that there are drivers on medium tires. They are going to be making another pit stop. For certain, they're going to be making another pit stop. Me, I've got to make this shit work. For 21 laps.
George is coming in for his stop.
Alright, that's going to be a few more spots. I say a few more spots. It only got me one spot. I'm back in 15th, man. What is this garbage? Welcome back. Bye-bye. Yeah, we missed out of qualifying into Q2 by 1/10 of a second. And aside from normal pit strategy, which obviously pushed me up, we have not gained any spots. Oh, I'm on the grass. I'm on the grass. Fuck. God damn it. Alright, flashback number 2. Why did I take that wide, man? No idea why I took that wide. Somebody else was in the pits? Alright. Yep, I just saw that. Now I'm here just to try and catch and pass every single hard tire user in front of me. While also hoping that those that took medium tires real early on, they come and pit again. So I can get that spot. Purple third sector, but that was all because I was behind Ocon. Oh, Klingon, you missed some good racing, though. This actually has not been that good of a race, but you have actually missed some good racing. We got 4th at Hungary, we got 6th at Austria, 6th at Spa, Belgium. We got 3rd place at Monza. Shit, what was it, 7th or 8th at the US Grand Prix? I'm trying to remember where we were at Mexico. I think we were also like 7th or 8th. Been having some good racing. But also we've had the occasional stinker. Like I DNF'd at Singapore. And it looks like I'm not going to finish in the points here. And I completely understand. Real life is more important than anything on the internet, my dude. Fuck. Alright, we have hit a train. World Championships in what? F1? Or something else? Oh, go faster! Go faster! So I realize I want to make these tires last, so I'm turning the differential up to 60. Uh-oh. Oh no, Joe! How'd it break? No, because how much do they retail for? I think you showed me they were like $100. Or something along those lines. Yeah, about $100, okay. Dude, that sucks, though. Is there no way for your streams that you can just, like, mount it differently? Like, did the HyperX come with a stand? Or what, I'm sorry, what microphone do you use? I thought it was a HyperX. Did it not come with a stand, or was it kind of free-floating? have a desk mount. Okay, do you think you can get away with that for now, for your streaming? Oh, big lockup by Kvyat. Because, Joe, honestly, that's... If you can't do anything aside from that and you still want to stream, then you're going to have to do that. That's like your only option right now. What's going on, Will? Oh my god. I want to get ahead of this bastard. I don't know, I can't speak to that because I've never had a mic arm ever. In the 7 years that I've been streaming, it's always just been on my desk. So you'd have to ask Joe for that one. I know, Will, we're ending Season 3 tonight. The season just flew by. Alright, I'm somehow up into 13th. I gained a spot somewhere along the way. Another spot. Kvyat in front of me, in front of this train, is 10th. Kvyat represents points. Yeah, someone in this train must have dropped off into the pits. But Kvyat in the front of this train represents points, and that's where I want to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Alessio, thanks for the follow, my dude. Yes, I do drive Abu Dhabi next. It's a pile of garbage. Garbaggio, it always is.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
That was a real early break by me. See, there goes Teichman again, just throwing slander around like it's fucking candy. If I get up early enough to watch it, I don't even know what time it's going on live. Gotta remember, I live in Chicago area. So, time zone difference from me to the UK is 6 hours. Yes, I am in the DRS train. Bye-bye. I have DRS, my car is just that slow. Yeah, because honestly, Kingsman, jeez. Klingon, I can't read. When the Russia and the Turkish Grand Prix were on, that was, I think, an 8-hour time difference. I will have had to have woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning, my time, to watch those races. And it being on a Sunday, and I would normally like to sleep in on a Sunday, There was no way in hell I was getting up to watch those races. Now, I have gotten up in time to watch a couple of the races this season. A few other times I got up and was able to, catch the end of the race whenever, from where I started watching it to. But I've not watched every single race this season, mostly just due to time zones. And the average start time for Chicago is like 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. So, no, I am not going to get up that early at the crack-ass of dawn just to watch an F1 race. The Abu Dhabi Grand Prix starts at 1:10 UK time. Alright, so that's 7:10 Chicago time. 7 a.m. I'm not watching it. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I am not watching it then. Depending on if I get myself out of bed to watch the last laps, that'll probably be the only time I will watch it. It'll probably be the only amount of the race I'll watch, but I'm not waking up at 7 in the morning to watch that race. Willingly, not going to watch it. Doesn't mean I won't catch the highlights. I've done that for pretty much every single race this season. I'm subscribed to the F1 YouTube channel. God damn, this has actually been a boring race. This has been 28 laps of shit right now. With the exception of Carlos Sainz blowing his engine coming down to turn 1. And almost taking me out with them. This has been a boring race. Do I accept challenges? Well, thanks for the follow there, CNG. C Energy. Unfortunately for you, I don't really do a lot of online. Very rarely do I go online. In fact, the one time that I went online between my 2 series on this channel, my team career and then the driver career here, it was only just to fill time. I don't like the quality of people. I don't like the quality of play online. Find there to be too many dickheads. Just ruins it. So the only time that I would ever play online is if I announced there would be like public lobby. But even then, that is very rare. Because there's no crossplay, and the majority of the people that are watching me play on console. There may be like 2 or 3 people that play on a PC to play with me, but that's about it. So yeah, that's where I'd have to ask you is, do you play on console or do you play on PC? I mean, for real, though, that's something that Codemasters needs to put in for next year's game. Is the ability for cross-platform, cross-play. so he can have the ability to play against the majority of you guys in the community.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, crossplay or cross-platform in this day and age is got to be a must for multiplayer games. See, and then Lavelle coming in with the slander again. Jesus. Just the lies. No, I do not like Abu Dhabi. I do not like it, Sam I Am.
Execute
That was
order
garbage.
66.
Well, J-Ro, thank you very much for the resub, dude. Welcome back to the Gendo gang. As I'm about to get passed by Mr. Shuey behind me. Hey, Blurst coming on in with the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome on into the Gendo gang. And thank you very much for the support and dedication to the stream. And even then, for Football Manager, bye-bye, I rarely used the online features. Like, I did do some draft mode for my own videos or for other people's videos, but that was it. I didn't do, like, any online leagues or anything. It was strictly draft mode for my online play. But at the same point in time, there really wasn't a want to do online play because you had to rely on the other person's internet connection. SI has always had it where you needed to run it peer-to-peer. And they did not have any dedicated servers to run games or run leagues. I think that's different this year, don't quote me on it. But it might still very well be peer-to-peer. But that was the whole turn-off for me and a lot of other people that wanted to do online stuff. It's like, no, we had to rely on the internet connection of the other player in order to determine the quality of the game. Or of the online league, whatever we were doing. And when he got me, an American over here, wanting to do draft mode or online leagues with people in Europe, the UK predominantly, and you had to worry about internet connection between the two, yeah, that's where you run into problems. Weiss Racing, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Alright, 2 more laps when we come to the line. It's just not been a good race. It started bad, it's continued bad, and it's going to end bad. I know what you're going to say, 13th isn't bad in a Williams. Well, you're not wrong, but at the same point in time, I've had much better finishes this season. And for those asking about where I finished over the season, I'll show you exactly the breakdown on the calendar. Like, especially you, Klingon, I know you're the one that was asking about it. We getting close to viewer races? Well, we might do viewer races over the next two to 3 weeks. Because if I'm going to be putting this season on hold, I didn't put it out of the realm of possibility because I did make mention to it on my Twitter and my Discord as the list of games I wanted to do for the end of the year. Whether single, multiplayer, or party mode. Like, I'll make mention of what I'm gonna do the week in advance. Like, actually, I should be putting out a list of games of what I'm going to do next week, probably tonight. That'll be on my Discord. If you don't know where my Discord is, just check the info box below or type in !Discord to get you part of that. Or if you want to follow me on Twitter, !Twitter, same thing, and in the info box below.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Anyway, Bottas has won this race. I know what you're going to say. It's the wrong Mercedes. Good on for Bottas. He wins this race, and we don't get points this time around. 13th place at Brazil.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
But yeah, Monday we're going to be doing some Jackbox gaming. So get your thinking caps and get your witty remarks at the ready, because it is going to be chat participation.
Spectacular victory then, and I can see the drivers
Tuesday I'll be doing some baseball with Wolf Gamer.
A real team victory today.
Super Mega Baseball with Wolf
Everybody
Gamer.
played their part. Congratulations then
Thursday
to
we'll be
Mercedes,
doing
your
some
race winners today.
We'll be doing some Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with Joe Lugnut's Hub. Though, and I was about to say, now that he's got his busted mic, I don't know if that's going to actually happen, but we'll see how it goes. Saturday might be, or Saturday is going to be iRacing. For certain it's going to be iRacing because we still have the Torah Truck League. So we'll be doing some iRacing then. We might just keep that, just an iRacing day for Saturday. And then I'll figure out what the following week is going to be after
How
that.
this result affects the Drivers' Championship.
Dude, Keep Talking Nobody Explodes is awesome.
Hamilton.
I got it pretty much day it came out, played it with my buddies for a solid month, and then stopped. Like, nobody wanted to continue on with it. We didn't even complete the game. We didn't finish all the bomb missions. We just stopped. And I always wanted to go back to it, but nobody wanted to, which was disappointing, because I love that game. So what Joe and I are going to do for that Thursday is we're going to both be streaming that same day. One of us is going to stream ourselves working with the bomb, and the other one is going to stream themselves looking at the manual to look up. We obviously cannot look at each other's streams because we need to rely on what the other person is telling us, the information they are telling us, in order to defuse the bomb. So it's all about communication, and if you can't communicate right, well, you're going to be in for a rough time. But we'll show you that game on Thursday. If you've never seen it before, it's really fun. It's honestly really fun. It may even be on sale right now on Steam. Let me take a look. Like I said, the game is called Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, and I'll go over this again as soon as the game comes up on Thursday. It is in 26 new languages, so they did update it. And it is $15 right now. It was like $20, $25 when I bought it, so it definitely has gone down in price. It definitely has gone down in price. So yeah, Super Mega Baseball. Yeah, bye-bye. It's an arcade-style baseball game. It's not meant to be serious. It's not like MLB The Show or anything like that. It is very arcadey and very, very fun.
Who moves further ahead at the top?
All right, so anyway, going back to this, it's Bottas, Hamilton, Leclerc is your podium. Max, Albon, Gasly, Vettel, Norris, Perez, and Ocon are your top 10.
For the table, after an incredible day of racing.
Why do they have big heads? Is because they were hanging out with Barry Bonds. That's why. But of course, Carlos Sainz, the only one that did not finish. Grosjean, Raikkonen, and Magnussen finishing a lap down. George Russell, my teammate, finishing in 15th. He started in 15th, whereas I started in 16th and managed to move up a couple of spots to 13th.
Who was your driver of the day, Ant?
It was not the best. It sucked.
So that was an exciting race from our
Will it be
perspective.
fun if Wolf spanks
not
you?
yours.
Oh, that's going to be a definite, Tykesman. He's going to kick my ass. I know.
You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
Like, even in our league
You really
games
looked
that
in
him
control of your car
and I have
there.
done, and
The
we
team
tried to get
must be
Delios
thrilled.
to be brought in, but Delios didn't want to play. In all the league games, except for one, he spanked the ever-loving shit out of me. He's been playing this... you played it since the original, right? Because we're on 3. I played a little around with 2, but I think you've been playing Super Mega Baseball since the original game came out. So he's got a lot of experience under the belt. A lot of experience under the belt.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
No, I'd rather not talk about the collision. In fact, the only collision that was Carlos
Great. Well,
Sainz
that's
when
everything.
he knocked into me when his engine blew out. It's the only time I hit anybody. Well, okay, if you're going to say that I ran into Magnussen when he ran into me, yeah, that's not my fault. That entire scenario was not my fault. Because, like I said, he ran into me. Nope, they did not. All right. Hey, our car has gone up to 7th best on the grid. You'll love to see it. Is there anything new? It doesn't look like anything in the facilities have been updated. And it does not look like anything is... Was it general durability? What's that? Okay, as far as the R&D goes. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, so you want to talk about where we are in the R&D tree, because I am going to, update shit as well. But this is what our R&D tree looks like. As I may mention before, everything is built to Spec 2, and as you can see, it pretty much is maxed out at Spec 2. The engine, everything behind that, those question marks there at the end, that is, we need to wait for the facility to be brought up to Spec 3. Pretty much goes the same for every other part of the tree. But we have maxed out our engine. We have maxed out our durability. We are in the middle of maxing out our aero. We just got this one more thing to do here, and we cannot touch these ultimate ones yet until we unlock Spec 3. Cannot touch them. But yeah, we are pretty much going to be maxing out the aero, and then we have 2 more things to build here for the chassis until the chassis gets maxed out. So yeah, we're right there. We're right there just waiting for AI Williams to spend their money to making our car better. Otherwise, like I said, we're just on the precipice of maxing out again, and then we're going to be like, okay, what do we do now? We gotta wait till Williams decides to throw money into our facilities, which it took them a season and a half to do in the first place, to even touch the aero or the chassis, which was what I wanted them to do. We had to wait a season and a half to do it, so I think it may be at least another season before they decide to upgrade the facilities, any of the facilities, to Spec Level 3. Which, once again, this was where I was thinking of, I thought I was going to stop my career after this season, because if they weren't going to upgrade the facilities and the car just stayed where it was, it really wouldn't have been worth it to continue on, because it just would have been spinning the tires. As far as there's no development, so that means you're not going to get better on the track. What point is there to keep going? But since we did develop and now we're about to max out everything at Spec Level 2, we're going to give Season 4 a ride. If Season 4 does not see any department get up to a Spec Level 3, we may not do a Season 5. Season 4 might be the last season then. Red Bull has the best engine? That's news to me, because I didn't see that. Oh, I guess they did. Because for a time, it was actually us. For a time, it was Williams that had the best engine, and then Mercedes, midway through this season, they became the best engine. And I guess just recently now, Red Bull, within the last 2 races, must have gotten their engines built up. But yeah, that's news to me. Durability-wise, yeah, it looks like a lot of teams in the midfield are right around the same, so it's not like it matters. It's not like there's that big of a difference. But Alpha Tauri's got the most durable He's got the most durable engine on the grid. McLaren has the third best engine durability on the grid, and yet they still are blowing engines? Like, what the hell's up with that? Carlos Sainz should not have been anywhere near to blowing his engine. Activate the Honda Beat. Yes. It's pretty much what it is. Aston Martin with the third best aero. Of course, Mercedes has the best. Looks like with the addition of this front wing main plane, that is going to push us up to 7th best aero on the grid. That's not bad. And then as far as the chassis goes, I can't wait till this gets built out, because here's the thing. If everything on the chassis gets built out, just looking at the bar graph over here, it looks like we may have the 2nd best chassis on the grid. So the weight distribution, the weight reduction, and the little bit of stuff here with the brakes and the tires, that's going to push us up to 2nd best chassis, which I don't know if that actually means a lot in the grand scheme of things, but hey, it'll definitely make the car lighter and make it more nimble, more maneuverable. More so than the aero, I think, at this point in time. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. Overall, if we get all that built up, the aero and the chassis, it even looks like that our car might even crack into the top 5 on the grid, on this performance chart. Fucking look at this. Red Bull have just caught a house of fire right now. Look at that. From where they originally started. They started like 6th or 7th on the grid. Now they're 2nd. But as you can see, Mercedes are right up there at level 900. 900 is not the max. 1,000 is the max, actually. But Red Bull have overtaken Ferrari for 2nd on the grid. Racing Point's 4th. Renault 5th. AlphaTauri 6th. We're 7th by just a hair, an ass hair over McLaren. And then you got Alfa Romeo and Haas there just struggling to stay above 700. So there's that. Let me drop my engine to being a practice engine. This is why I love having multiple engine parts. I can turn it into practice engines. So this is what George Russell looks like. He actually was at 93 for the last 2-3 races, and it looks like he just dropped back down to 92. I don't know why. But look, he's got all the driver perks. So he's got, the lowest engine wear. He's got the best media coaching for responses. Most resource points, but that doesn't matter to him. It only matters to me for resource point buildup. But then you take a look, he's got 95 pace, 98 awareness, 88 racecraft, and a 76 experience. Experience only helps out for the R&D points. But he's a good driver. Like, he is a damn good driver. It just sucks that Williams decided to throw all their money into building up George Russell and not, trying to build up a car to get him the results that he deserves. Right? That's where we needed to have this little, agreement between myself and Williams. Like, okay, you're building up George, but you need to give him a car that is worthy of his skill. And they didn't want to throw it into the facilities until just recently. As far as standings goes, we are currently with 100 dead-on driver's points, sitting in 9th place on the table, in the driver's table. Yeah, he was. And it wasn't just because of his car. Okay, yeah, it was because of his car. But, yeah, he was pretty good. Until it all came crashing down. So this is where we are on the driver's table. I've got 100 points. George Russell's got the other 6, which gives us the 106 total. As far as the season results go, now this is where I was talking to you about Klingon as to, like, man, I saw you win at France, and then now you're fighting for 13th at Brazil. Well, this is what has happened in that time. In between that time, we have only not gotten points twice. And in fact, we got on the podium one more time. Like I said, we got 3rd place at Italy. But we got 6th in Austria, 4th in Hungary, 6th at Belgium, 3rd place in Italy, 9th in Russia, 4th in Japan. That's actually was a surprising one, the 4th in Japan. Totally forgot about that one. 7th in the USA, and 5th in Mexico. So we've been doing solid points. We've been picking solid points up throughout the season. It's just that Brazil just happened to be like a fucking roadblock with how bad I drove it. And then I DNF'd at Singapore because I used all 3 of my flashbacks, and then the rain came down, and Ricardo crunched my suspension, and it pretty much was game over. Fourth at 14th at Silverstone. I'm trying to remember. Bad pit stop. I came in too early. Like, I was the first guy to come down pit lane, and I totally forgot that it was like 45 seconds from entry to exit, because it's the worst pit lane in all of F1. That pretty much ruined my momentum. I couldn't catch up with anybody. That's why I dropped back from, I was running top 10 when I came into the pits, and it just killed all my momentum. That's how I finished 14th. All right, let's hope that we get a whole lot of stuff being built out.
They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
All right, that gets built out. Durability gets built out.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Wow, look at all that shit that we just built out, guys. We are 4th best car on the grid. Oh, man, can you believe it? All right, how much does it take to build this out? 1,900 points? Damn, we're not going to get it. We're not going to get 1,900 points before the season is out, so we're going to have to wait on the calipers until next season. So we can't max out the chassis until next season. But the aero now is officially all the way maxed out. We are 7th on the grid there. Engine and durability, as I already mentioned, is already maxed out. But now we just got one more thing left until everything is maxed out to spec 2. And we just gotta hope that they do something with the aero, the powertrain, and the chassis. Oh, look at this. They're actually going to be building something out in the aero, but it's not really what I wanted. If anything, I would have loved to have them build up the fabrication to spec 3 instead of let's get quality control to level 2. Not really what I would have wanted them to put money into. But at least they're putting money into the facilities. It's something. Right? It's something. There isn't much else to go by or to go on. It's just, let's just get into the final race. It's the only thing I need to do now is let's just get into the final race. Abu Dhabi. Finish out Season 3 on a strong note. Let's try and get a top 10 here in a place that I think I've only gotten a top 10 once. Yeah, that's how in F1 19 and 20, I think I've only gotten a top 10 once in all my seasons racing here. That's how bad I race here. I am definitely not a trivia master when it comes to that. Gonzo, thanks for the host. I am not a trivia master when it comes to that, Trevor. What does 53D season mean? I have no idea. Probably you meant 53rd season? Which, okay, what's the 53rd F1 season? F1 started in 1950. The 53rd season would be 2002? 2002 or 2003? Probably 2002, actually. Because 2000 would have been the 51st season. So 2002 would be the 53rd. So go figure that one out. Go Google that, because I have no idea. Alright, so the engine is all well and good. My gearbox is all well and good. I don't need to worry about that. Let's get a brand new gearbox for the final practice. Why not? We're all good with it. Unless F1 canceled the season, 2000 would have been the 51st season. So 53rd would have been 2002. Because you gotta remember, you gotta count that first season. 1950 was not season 0. 1950 was season number 1.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Alright, new setup for Abu Dhabi. We'll give that a ride. You're trying to take tests to make money? I think I've heard of one of those sites before. I've heard of one of those sites where you could take tests to win, like, or not win, but to earn gift cards or coupons. Not actual money, though. So if there's one with actual money, that's new to me. Oh god, I hate this turn. I hate this turn sequence entirely. Abu Dhabi just sucks royal. Ooh, I broke way too early. Holy shit. Why'd I press the accelerator again? Join the dark side of what? Join the dark side that is liking Abu Dhabi? No. Yeah, Snore Marina. Oh, fuck. Ah. Completely missed that braking zone. I don't know how the AI can take this braking zone real late. Because they love to run into the back of me because of it. They love running in the back of me because of it. That's correct, Tykesman. No one was asking. Though, at least I don't see in the chat if anyone was asking. Oh, you're talking to Lizzie Onyx. Yeah, he's just joking. Hey, during the first half of my first season in my team career, I did in fact choose Mahavir as my driver. And the reason is because he was the cheapest driver out there, and I knew in the first season I wasn't going to be winning points anyway. So I might as well go with the guy that is not going to cost me much to help me spend money on other things. Spend money on my car, spend money on my facilities. So that is the one thing I am thankful for Mahavir. That was honestly the one thing I'm happy for about Mahavir, is that he allowed me to build up my car early, build up my facilities early, with the amount of money that, god damn it, with the amount of money that he did not take up from my expenditures. Wow, that's a shot. Fucking hell, Teichmann. Teichmann running no chill over here. Don't sign anybody big. Or bigger, I should say. Until you think that you can get points, and if you both can get points. Or if your car can get points. Don't go and sign DeVries. Near Zack Attack, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well, hope you enjoy the stream.
Program complete and a job well done.
And I understand it's all about investing driver 2. I did not start investing into the second driver until my second season when I picked up Alba. I did not throw anything into the personnel aspect or, driver perks for them and whatnot until I got the better driver. I basically was trying to build up my car first and foremost before I did anything to the second driver. The second driver shit just came naturally. After the sponsorship money, after achieving the certain goals that were meeting the certain goals. Once I started getting that because of the built-up car, then I pushed some of that into the personnel to boost up the pace, boost up the racecraft and awareness and all that. So it took me until that second season to then build up my driver, because if I did that first season when I had Mahavir, it would not have been worth it. Mahavir's a fucking 47 rate. In fact, you probably can't get Mahavir now with the new patch. You probably got him out of it. But Mahavir was a 47 rated driver. Like, there was no worth to try and build him up. There was zero worth to build him up. Scam Prosy, thanks for the follow, dude. Also, you went with the man, the myth, the legend, Sean Goliath? Bruh. Oh, God. Yes, I know, it's a very heartwarming thing to see Alonso back in F1, but look at the team he's going to. He's going to Renault/Alpine, because they're rebranding next year. Renault just don't have a good enough car, I don't think. They're not going to be competing for podiums. Certainly not titles. Lizinator, thanks for the follow.
Okay.
Wow, I barely got that one. I barely met that time delta there. Shit. Might have the edge on McLaren. We'll just have to wait and see. Someone fucking buzzing me on Discord. Oh, has anybody played the new Cyberpunk game yet? What are you guys' thoughts on it? Wow, my qualifying time is shambolic. And that's why I don't do qualifying program here at Abu Dhabi, because I'm trash at it. Like, I just can't help that. Honestly, I have to laugh when they say that your character is fully customizable. Yes, you can absolutely customize every little bit about them, including their private parts. Like, really? That's a thing? Why is that a thing? Which I'm just in awe over that, I guess. Anyway, her is supposed to have even more bugs than a rotten dog. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not a Project Red game without it being bugged to shit. I mean, have you played The Witcher? Witcher 3 was definitely a bugged game, but it was a fucking awesome game. I think, though, that maybe the fact that because the game has been so long in development, because it was like 6-7 years in development too, right? I think consumers were expecting it to be polished right out of the game. Because of how long it was in development, they expected it to be pristine. No way, Tykesman. Like, that's about as big as the game, from what I've heard. The game's like a 60 gig game. Christ almighty. This fucking turn section. So you basically come out with a patch that is 2/3 the size of the game. To try and fix shit. I assume it's to try and fix shit. Oh, all the same, Tykesman, a patch that is roughly 2/3 the size of the game. In effort to try and fix the game, I would assume. Oh my lord! Hey, free DLC, that's fine. Yeah, you didn't find any bugs. Yeah, like I said, 1.5 years after release. They were patching it throughout the entirety of its first year. Throughout the entirety of Witcher 3's first year, they were patching it, so you did play the pristine game that they should have released from day one. But yeah, it's like, it's a Project Red game, you're expecting it to be bug-free? Even after the 7-year development of this? Yeah, nowadays it's all about, let's just get the game out right now and worry about any problems later. I mean, shit, EA's been making bank on that for the last 15 years. On that philosophy alone. Not just EA, fuck, how can I forget Ubisoft? Ubisoft for the last 10 years has been making bank on that. Just get it out now, we'll fix bugs when they come around. I mean, hell, I've already had a couple of pretty interesting bugs and glitches in Valhalla, but the one main thing that I've had a problem with is in certain action scenes, there's too much action, I guess you could say, is it can't process it, and it shuts down the game. Like, either too many baddies or too many, like, sword sparks. When you clash swords and axes and whatnot, it will crash the game. I've had that happen a multitude of times during my Valhalla plays. Oh yeah, Bethesda too. I mean, take a look at Fallout 76. Or don't, because barely anybody bought that game. And barely anybody continues to play it. And now they've made it free to play because they realized we done fucked up on this game. I've still been meaning to play Fallout 4. Like, I wanted to play it when it came out, but never had the opportunity to. Oh yeah, I would definitely say so, because obviously you're not paying any money at it. So if it starts acting up on you, you don't have to continue playing. You don't feel obligated to, because you didn't pay any money for it. You played Madden since the 25th anniversary. That, funnily enough, was the last Madden I ever played. It's the last Madden I've owned, because it was also the same year that came out the NCAA Football 2014, the last NCAA football that came out. And what you could do is, between the NCAA and the Madden games, is you could import college draft classes into Madden. So instead of getting the randomly generated characters for your drafts in Madden, you could import those players that you brought in from NCAA football. So you could bring in, like, Robert Griffin, or you could bring in, who was big at the time in 2014? But you could bring in all those players, and you could also, change the names and whatnot, of course, so you can make it look like, hey, I've got the real players in my Madden game. That was the big appeal of it for me. But I have not played a Madden game since. Oh man, it's been a good couple of years since I last played NCAA 14. With my NIU dynasty. winning 3 national titles in 10 years. Ah, fuck that up. Fuck that up big. I think that's Hamilton behind me. Either that or it's an Alpha Tauri. Oh, did I really? Alright, fine, we'll do it over. Now, there are too many braking zones here at this track that are just not fun. Not fun for me personally. You're talking about flow of a track. This track just has such disjointed flow. Like, it just doesn't feel right driving this track. It doesn't feel natural driving this track. I didn't say Hamilton? Thought I said Russell, didn't I? I'm sure I did not say Hamilton. If anything, I thought I said I thought I said Russell. Did I? Shit. I'm losing my mind then, apparently, because I did not mean to say Hamilton. I thought I meant to say Russell. Woof. Yeah, it does. It just feels, it's just not a good track to drive. I don't understand anybody that actually does like this track, because it just doesn't, it just does not feel like a good track.
The session has drawn to a close.
Even
So
if you
let's
win
review
there, you kind of feel you won there by a war of attrition, because it just doesn't feel like a good track to drive. Klingon is just a long day. It was a long day, and my big stupid brain was trying to equate my own driver and thought Hamilton. I have no idea why Hamilton popped up. God, I'm 33 and I'm already fucking ready for the old folks home. Jesus. God, I'm just losing it, boys. Alright, let's get our race engine in. And I'm glad this is the last race of the season, because my ICE is currently at 45%. We're going to go over 50 on that. We're going to lose some power in this race. The energy store is at 43. We're probably going to lose a little bit of energy store in this race. But the turbocharger and basically everything else, MGUs, turbocharger, and control electronics are all fine. But yeah, the ICE being as high as it is, we are definitely going to lose power in this race. So, wherever you think I'm going to finish, I may finish like 2 spots back. Yas Marino only has a good rep because of 2010. That's 10 years ago. You can't say that the track is riding good rep from 10 years ago, because at that point in time, barely anybody remembers that. So no, the track should not have a good rep from something that happened 10 years ago that people are trying to cling on to. Should not happen. The first few turns are great, the rest is shit. So basically, he's saying up to the hairpin. Because, yeah, the rest of the track is just god awful. I agree with him on that. Yeah, you take a look at the track, and say the first few turns. Okay, the left-hander sweeping left to right, down to the hairpin. I would even say the hairpin is shit. So yeah, basically 1, 2, 3, 4. So first 4 turns. That's it. That's all I'll give it, because the rest of the track is just god awful. Yeah, I will say that. It's like, yeah, the first left-hander and then second left-hander, sweep to the right. That's turn 3. And then hard left, 4, hard right 5, hairpin 6. No, I wouldn't even give the hairpin. No, the hairpin can go in the bin. Basically, everything up to turn 4. So the first 3 turns is fine, and then the rest is garbage. This track is trash. Man, the track is trash. Alright, let me get my setup in. Low fuel. Alright. Well, I can already tell you that I'm not making it out of Q1. I'm just saying that right now. We're going to start bottom 5. Oh, 2019 Hockenheim race was amazing. The super wet race. Or sorry, not super wet, but it was like on and off wet. And it was, everybody was trying to figure out which tire strategy would be for the best. Do I go on slicks or do I go on inters? That was actually a good race to watch. In fact, it was the only other race that I watched last year aside from Monaco. Max is running a 133, okay. Watch, I'll probably get like a 135. It's gonna be some slow-ass time like that. Got too heavy on the brake there. Yeah, as soon as I went over, I knew it was going to be bad. Alright, let's start here. Alright, 134.1. Which isn't as bad as I thought, but I'm still like 8 tenths off the top. Alright, so actually I'm even worse because Valtteri just flopped his dick on the table and said, have that this. 132.3's 7 tenths faster than Leclerc. What the fuck, man? Alright, right now I am on the edge of glory and of Q2. So I am, what, 2 tenths, almost 3 tenths ahead of Magnussen? But you gotta think that Sainz and Stroll are gonna get faster. You gotta think that Sainz and Stroll are gonna get faster. So I need to put in another time. And if I don't make it out of Q1, then so be it. That's what I'm expecting, actually. Because these tires are already warmed up. I've actually run faster times in worn tires before. Hey, what's going on, Delios? Ah, damn it. I missed my braking zone. Nope. Not getting faster this lap, so I'm either staying 15th or I'm dropping. What'd I get? Alright, I got lucky is what I got. I got 15. So I got lucky to make it into round 2. George Russell finishing 9th in Q1, he advances. So Sainz, Magnussen, Stroll, Raikkonen, and Grosjean all not advancing. I got by the hair of my chinny chin chin 4/1000ths of a second faster than Carlos Sainz. Okay, that just means I'm not starting back 5, I'm starting 15th. Let's be real here. I'm going to be starting 15. Just feels right. Just feels right. That's what it's going to be. I'll still have 2 spare soft tires. Because for Abu Dhabi, I'm going to be doing a 2-stop strat. I'm going to do soft, soft, medium. I will have 2 spare soft tires, so. Oh yeah, that kid's a punk. From what I hear, he's also 1 penalty point away from having his super license revoked for a year. Yeah, the whole reason why Gene chose him is because, hey, Haas needs money right now. So they chose him because of his billionaire daddy. Which actually, guess what I found out just recently, thanks to Josh Ravel. I found out just recently that Mazepin's dad was actually in the running to buying Force India. Yeah, it came down to Lawrence Stroll, whoever Mazepin's dad's name is, and Bad Santa, as he likes to call him. The guy who owned Rich Energy, that sponsored Haas, of course. that guy was trying to buy up Force India. All three of them were in the running to buy Force India, but obviously it was Lawrence Stroll that ultimately had the accepted bid. But it was Mazepin's dad that tried to buy that up too. Obviously, in the effort to give his son an F1 seat, we all see how that worked out. But I just found out about that. And yeah, it just seemed like, to me, that was the only way Mazepin was going to get a seat, is if his dad owned an F1 team. Because everything else about him just screams asshole. Absolute asshole.
If you want to know specific
Also,
information...
if you have never, ever been to Josh Ravel's page and you love motorsport, I highly recommend that you do. I absolutely recommend that you go check out his YouTube channel. I say Josh Rovel, it's Josh Revel.
So let's discuss.
All right, that's enough of you. I'm not sponsored by him. He's just a guy that I really fucking find hilarious when it comes to motorsport stuff. And if you are interested in knowing about motorsport history and like comedy too, here you go. Josh Ravel on YouTube. He's a New Zealander. I don't know if that actually makes a difference if you like him or not, but he is pretty damn good. Imagine if they signed, Lord Mahavir. Dude, Mahavir would absolutely run circles around the competition. That's why Mahavir is not running in F1, is because he's too good. That's why he's not there, is because he's too good. Alright, so as it stands, I am 0.4 of a second off of making Q2. I could probably do one more lap, but I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to get out of Q2. I'll run one more lap. Yeah, I heard about that too from Josh, is that Mazepin had a dust-up with Ilott and fucking gave him a black eye. Dude, the guy has problems. The guy has personal anger management issues. And also is generally a cunt, but, you know, that's beside the point. Oh, that was a terrible turn. That was a terrible turn in. To me, I think the most surprising thing about Schwartzman is he's Russian. Because Schwartzman's not a Russian name. I was surprised to find out he was Russian. God damn it. Once again, it's that late break into that fucking corner. And I'm not even trying to late break. It's just that corner is a pile of shit. Yeah, I'm not getting any faster. So, did I stay 13th or did I drop? Yeah, I'm starting 13th. Okay, that's not bad. Obviously, it could be better, but, you know, I'll take what I can get at this point in time, just because I don't like this track. George Russell, though, got into Q3. How about that? So, get this. Russell gets into Q3. Max Verstappen does not. Neither does Lando Norris, but I don't see Lando Norris doing a lot of Q3s in this game in the first place. That's just me. That's just my save. But George Russell makes it into Q3, but Max Verstappen doesn't. Go figure that one out. I don't, Lavelle. And I will not take this slander saying that I am godlike at Abu Dhabi, because that's going to give a bad impression on me to anybody that comes in here that's new.
Good day today.
I will not have that.
Your take on it.
I will not have that slander levied against me.
Your qualifying pace didn't put you at the front of the grid. Will this be a problem tomorrow? There's quite a buzz around this team at the moment. What are your thoughts on them?
No comment.
Well, here's hoping they're working hard to find some improvements.
Uh-huh. We shall see. God damn it. Oh, this sucks, man. This sucks. Well, here's the thing. I'm starting 13th. I could only hope that I end up 13th or better. I don't want to drop backwards. Why have they not created a circuit maker? Because they don't want you to create better circuits than Herman Tilke. Because Tilke is all that is good in F1 nowadays, and the FIA will not hear any slander against Herman Tilke by making a better track. No, the reason why they don't have a track maker is because they want this game to be legit one-to-one recreation of the F1 calendar, and that's it. They don't want you to do anything else except play this game for F1 and F1 only, and the F1 tracks alone. And we are not going to give you any DLC tracks either, because we want you to play this current year's tracks, this current year's lineup and whatnot. And that is that. Codemasters is not going to do anything different. It's going to get bought up by Take-Two. I think they already have been bought up by Take-Two. And they're not going to do anything different either. They're not going to come out with DLC tracks. They're not going to come out with fun new additions like a track maker or anything like that. It's just, this game is, to me, it's only to appeal the F1 fans. If you like F1, it's only to appeal the F1 fans that want to play F1 in its current form. That's it. Me, I'm playing it because I like it as a racing game. But to me, this game is, of my opinion, this is a game that appeals to those people that want to play the current F1 calendar. And that's it. With the current F1 drivers and the current F2 drivers. And that's it. They don't want anything else. They just want that. And if they want something different, they go play on multiplayer. And that's pretty much all they'll do then afterwards, because they don't touch the career mode after like 3 seasons. That's it. There isn't anything. There isn't a need for DLC tracks. There isn't a need for a character or for a course creator, because those that are playing this game are only going to want to play the F1 tracks and the F1 cars, because they're mostly going to be playing online. So that's why they don't add that in. At least that's my opinion as to why they don't add it in. Oh, Hanoi sucks donkey dick, but you don't see me wanting to get rid of it from the calendar if I'm doing a full calendar. I mean, legitimately, if I wanted to, I would, and do a 16 race calendar. I'd just get it out of here. But they put in the racetracks for the current season for a reason, and that is they are going to get played. If Hockenheim comes back in 2021, then they'll put it back in. Otherwise, you go get F1 2019 and you play it there. I don't make the rules. Codemasters does. Do I think it's bad? Do I think it sucks? Yeah, they could definitely change it up. But in my very limited knowledge of Codemasters and what they've done with the F1 games over the last couple of years, and the history that has been told to me by other people, it's not in Codemasters' DNA to come out with extra features. It's not in their DNA to come out with a track creator. It's not something that it's in their mind to say, let's release DLC tracks of, let's give them Hockenheim for 2020, or let's bring back out the Turkish Grand Prix, or the Malaysian Grand Prix, or the Indian one, or the Korean one, because we have those tracks on files. Why can't we just give them out to the people? It's not their mantra. It's not in their DNA. They only want you to play the current year. And if you want to play those other tracks, then you buy the old games. That's how I look at it. It sucks. Believe me, it sucks. Absolutely. But going by my limited knowledge of Codemasters and what they've done in recent history, they won't change it. They won't give you DLC. They won't give you a track creator. What's going on, Duck? Yeah, that's the thing. Russia's like in the middle. It's not the best, it's not the worst. There are definitely tracks worse than it. Yeah, bye. Like, for me, I wouldn't really care too much about track creator, but DLC tracks, especially from the tracks that they have in the library, I'd be all for it. Hockenheim, Turkey, Malaysia, I'd be all for those.
Finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Marina circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of just over 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places. Turns 8.
My favorite race IRL is Monaco.
Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and I hope plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead.
Hit 21 corners of hell, yes.
For today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Albon, Daniel Ricciardo, and Gasly, Ocon, Kvyat, Russell.
Russell actually got 9th.
O'Brien, Lewis Hamilton, and Norris.
Oh, and I moved up because Hamilton took a grid
Sainz,
penalty.
Kevin Magnussen, and Lance Stroll, Raikkonen, and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid.
The only time I drove the F2 cars, Lavelle, was last game.
It's been a long season, but let's try.
I didn't really care about them. I didn't really like them. To me, they feel a little more... They feel a little bit more weighted, and it takes a little bit more to get them to turn. If what I remember from last year to this year. Because I did not touch the F2 cars this year. I played them last year. I found them a little bit too understeery. Like, you really had to wrench it to actually turn the car. But that was about it. See, that's the thing, bye-bye. You said, what's my favorite race? My favorite race IRL is Monaco. But if you're talking about in the game, it's Canada. With Spa and Monza right behind it. Alright, what's the strategy? They want me to... Oh, I've done one stop before, and one stop is utter hell. I've done one stop, it's utter hell. If anything, I do a 2-stop, I do a soft. Yeah, I do something like this. I do maybe 8 and 8. No. Yeah, if anything, I do something like this. I start with 8. I go 8, 9, 11. If I do 2 stops, which, like I said, Abu Dhabi, I've tried one stop at Abu Dhabi, and it's just rough, man. It's real fucking rough, one stop at Abu Dhabi. I'd rather not do that. If I couldn't help it, I definitely wouldn't do it. Oh yeah, see, here's the thing. I'd also love there to be more races raced at nighttime in F1. Because the only races that we have right now that are at the night are Abu Dhabi, Singapore, and Bahrain. That's it. I would love there to be more night races. Like, set up lights around Silverstone. I'm sure that they could do that. Have a nighttime Silverstone race. I wouldn't say nighttime Monaco. No, that's already a shit show as it is. I'd rather there not be a nighttime one there. Maybe nighttime Coda? Nighttime Mexico? Show of hands, if you would like to see more nighttime races in F1. And what tracks do you think would benefit from a nighttime race? Because I think that, honestly, nighttime racing in F1 would be more of a boon than just having the 3 that they have. I don't know, Lavelle, but I think you can only choose the nighttime option for the tracks that actually run at night. Let's see what everyone else is doing. Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that, Delios. But you know what I'm trying to say, is that it, honestly, more nighttime racing would benefit F1. And here's the thing, the Saudi race next year is probably going to be a nighttime race. The one in Jeddah, that'll probably be a nighttime race. Anybody doing medium tires? So Bottas is on mediums, Perez is on mediums, Giovinazzi's on mediums, and Kimi also on mediums. Everyone else starting on the soft. So yeah, I'm going to do a two-stop strat. At this point in time, it's whatever. I grind these tires into the ground. I know how much they get worn. So I'd rather just do the two-stop and get it done. But, yeah, that's just my opinion. I'd love more nighttime races. Just got to figure out which tracks can do it and which would be more practical to do it. Austria, see, here's the thing. You also got to figure out when, at what time of year they can do it, so it's not like too cold, especially if you do it in like Germany or Austria, or Spa, because those are all taking place in the summertime. So it won't get too cold if you decide to make it a nighttime race. Ju Pay You or Jupu, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, shit! Well, I got bottled up there. So I'm already using my first flashback. So that's flashback number 1, ladies and gentlemen, for those keeping count. Lewis Hamilton is trying to fight his way through the field, knowing that his Mercedes overheats. Yeah, 10 seconds. It's a new record. Actually, I don't even know what the driver's tally was going into this race. Oh, Norris with a mistake there. That's what I should have looked at before going into this race. What was the driver's standings? And, like, who was going to win the title? Because it was going to come down to either Hamilton or Bottas. That's for certain. Either Hamilton or Bottas are winning this title. We have not had confirmation yet as to who won. But it will be one of them. We're just going to have to figure out which one it is at the end of the race. And I am going to be that agent of chaos to hold up Hamilton. I am sorry. I'm not sorry. I ain't sorry being a dick to Hamilton. You kidding me? If Nikki was here, she'd be like, hey, let him go. He didn't do anything wrong to you. Oh, yes, he did. Hey, what's going on, Shameless? He announced he was going to be coming back for the final race at Abu Dhabi. Well, guess what, motherfucker? Here's your welcome wagon.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
In what manner do you speak of, bye-bye? Oh, why'd I add another boost? Oh, shit. Move your ass, Sergio! See, here's the funny thing. They weren't untouchable in my team career. In fact, Hamilton did not win a single driver's title in my team career. Bottas did. The other two were Leclerc and Verstappen, but Hamilton never won one. Meanwhile, here, Hamilton has won both driver's titles. I know he is. Blame him for getting that grid penalty. That's his fault for taking that grid penalty. Oh, can I cheap out Perez? I don't think I can. No. God damn it. Of course, as I want to get past Perez, I go and spin myself out. Well, I'll spin myself out. Oh, shit. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Well, one more of those, and I get a 3-second time penalty. Like I said, it ain't a Gendo race without there being a time penalty levied against me.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
I understand that the council has made a decision. I realize it is a stupid-ass decision, so I've decided against it. God, I need to be like within 0.2 of Perez in order to make this work. So like I said, I'm pitting on lap 9, or sorry, lap 8 for my first set of new tires, and then I'm going to be pitting on lap 17 for my other set. Going soft, soft, medium. And I know the AI likes to be aggressive, which is why I'm hoping for Hamilton to blast into the back of my car.
You'll be on the softs.
I want Hamilton to blast into the back of my car so he busts his wing. Is that a little too petty or what? Norris did it again. He had some wheel spin coming out of the hairpin. You left the window open, Perez. That's an overtake. I'm really happy I made that stick, Shameless. Now to try to do it on Norris. Hey, it's my buddy George. Too much power. Yeah, I got Norris and George Russell in front of him. Come on, Norris. There's a big old train in front. And it's led by a Red Bull. Nah, he's not as cool as Chuck. It would never be possible. Alright, like I said, pitting next time by, next time by.
George is in the pits. George in the pits. Pit window open. Let's box this lap.
I mean, I don't know what's so annoying about it. The drivers have to deal with it. Where's Hamilton? He probably came into pit.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
And there it is. Oh, I wouldn't say that, COVID. I'm decent. I would not say I'm a master. I mean, hell, I'm still using a driving line with flashbacks. I'd say I'm okay, yeah. Alright, pitting this time, pitting this time. Shit. There we go. With a few others coming in behind me. In fact, got a lot of people coming in behind me. Come on.
Go now.
Release, release.
Okay, you only have to stop one.
This is driver career. I'm driving with Williams in an effort to make Williams not suck. This is the final race of season 3. Alright, came out in 16th. It's kind of be expected. I might go back and do another my team career mode. But not at the current time. It's all about practice, D'Avestino. I've been playing this game for 8 months between F1 2019 and now. It's all about practice. I started at level 40. Too early to tell. I'd like to know what features are going to be in the game first before I make a decision. I'd like for them to expand upon the My Team career. Because while having it in the first place was what got me to pre-order the game, I know that they could do more. I know that they can add more into it. Oh, please don't! Russell and Sainz are fighting. Come on, big boy. You got the 2 Williams sandwiched by the 2 McLarens here. Shit. That was a loss of time. Get back here, George. Alright, so I'm pitting on lap 17 next. Uh-oh, 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 George, please, no. I got scared there. Hopefully AI is smarter and not punting after it lets you have, on a blue flag. No, the AI is still very aggressive, even if you're passing them on a blue flag. After about a sector or two, they will let you go, but they will aggressively hold position. I don't think they'll add in Mugello. We just talked about this. I don't think they'll add in any track that is not on the current calendar. Maybe they'll add in the Bahrain outer layout, but that's about it. Got turning earlier, Brian. Turning earlier. We're on a train again. Alright, who is holding up this train? Ooh, it's a Mercedes. It's probably Bottas that's in front. Or it could be Hamilton, who knows? All I know is it's a Mercedes that's in front of this train. No, I think Bottas is leading, so that's Hamilton. My hand almost slipped off of the shifter. That would have been a bit embarrassing. Well, Luca, thanks for the follow, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. And for everybody that's come on in as a first-time viewer, I appreciate every single one of you for stopping on by. Welcome on in. Where are you from? Who's your favorite driver? What's your favorite track? And if you play this game, what's your favorite track to drive? Oh shit. We gave it too much power, Captain. You can't take much more. What's the engine looking like? Engine is at 51. Yeah, my ICE is a little on the high side. Right, because I'm running a little too hot. Oh, brake, make that braking zone. Your favorite track is the one in the game? What? Oh, the favorite track is Monza, gotcha. Ooh, that was a very early Apex. I don't know why I did that. Am I in Discord? I do have a Discord. Exclamation point Discord, get you the link in the chat. It's also in the info box below under Discord. If you want to continue the banter off camera, I've got several channels, not just for this game, but real life motorsports, other sports, movies, music, food, etc. We'd love to have you. We welcome new people in. I've got a Twitter as well if you want to follow that. Exclamation point Twitter. No, I'd rather you not advertise on my stream. They're broken gloves. please and thank you. I mean, you could say you're running a league, and if anybody is interested, they can ask you to know more. But don't just come in here and say, hey, join our Discord. Because it's not your stream.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Am I not within Verstappen? Alright. 2 more laps until I come into pit. Yeah, and I've gone back and forth on joining a league. Haven't really committed to one. Haven't committed to doing one. Wow, can I actually follow? Thank you. Undulations of this track suck.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I'm glad you say I look a decent driver, as this is not my best track. Mr. Peabody, thanks for the follow, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Oh, crap. Intersport Racing League. All right. If you're interested in league racing, then go check them out. I mean, I'll check you out afterwards. Like I said, I'm not really committing to anything. I'm running oval racing leagues in iRacing right now. I've actually thought about doing road racing leagues in that service with like Formula Renaults and Formula 3s. But I've not really thought about doing an F1
We're
league.
gonna box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Not completely nixing it entirely, but I'm still thinking. I would love to race IRL, but I don't have the money. I don't have like $100,000, $200,000 just lying around to put money into a car. Like a cheap-ass stock car or something. Why do they have the Red Bull 2010 steering wheel? Because, I don't know, ask them. Codemasters scanned the car into the game, so whatever was on the car is put into the game. And they're the only car that has this steering wheel. Maybe because the Williams engineers thought that different is better. clearly it's not. Alright, I'm going to use my second flashback for that one. I don't know.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
If I had that information, I would give it to you, but I have no idea why they chose this wheel style. Because, I mean, the HUD isn't even on the wheel, and I know people rag on Williams specifically because of that. Alright, final pit stop, and I'm going to be roughly 15th place when I come out. So I'm going to have to fight for points. When I come out of the pits, I got to fight for points.
Exit now. Look after these tires now.
I think so, Shameless.
We'll finish the race on this compound.
I absolutely do think, you know, having Ricciardo to mentor Lando Norris is going to work wonders. I think that Mercedes are going to be the team to watch out for next year. They may be best of the rest. They may be like third in constructors next year. Alright, so I came out in 13th. I'm thinking Kvyat in front of me is going to have to pit again. Oh, George is in the pits.
George is coming in for his stop.
Oh, Kvyat with a bad apex. A terrible apex on that turn. What's all the holdup? Oh yeah, Kvyat, you're getting passed. You've got no DRS. You are getting passed, my dude. Wait, whoa, my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Alright, flashback number 3. What the hell? There. I have no idea what happened there. Alright, that is my third and final flashback, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever happens now, happens. If I fuck up my front wing, I gotta come in and replace it. If I crush a suspension arm, I'm DNFing. Oh yeah, the AI is very aggressive at a higher difficulty. Very aggressive. If I get a time penalty, which I almost just did, I'd have to take it. I saw Hamilton come into the pits, so he's like at least 12. As it stands right now, this will only be the second race ever for me at Yas Marina that I've gotten points. Because of how poorly I do at this track every single time I race it, this is only going to be the second time I'll get points. Ethan Rocketman, thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Sounds like something is falling down on my car. Oops, Sergio Perez is in the pits. Oh, he's switching to soft compound. Sergio Perez's AI went soft, medium, soft. Not a bad strat, honestly. Given that pretty much everybody... most everybody the rest of the race is going to be on the medium tires, you might as well try for the soft. And see if it'll, you know, slingshot you places up. Well, as a reminder, while I have you guys here, next week, and actually after this Season 3 is over tonight, we will be switching over to a melody of different games until the start of the new year, just as a palate cleanse, and have a nice little breather from this Williams career for a little bit. On Saturday, my Saturday stream, I will be doing iRacing, another motorsports simulation style game. If you've never heard of it or seen it before, stop on by. It'll give you an idea of what other main racing series that I run in it. On Monday, we'll be doing some Jackbox games. So, chat participation, and bring your humor, bring your wit, bring your banter. Because we are going to have a lot of fun on Monday. How long have I been sim racing? About a year and a half. Because that's when I got my iRacing subscription. April 2019, that was when I got my iRacing subscription. And then after that, that was when I got Assetto Corsa and Project Cars. I didn't pick this game up, or F1 in general, until April of this year. But yeah, Monday we're going to be doing Jackbox games pretty much the entire time. Joe, aka Lugnuts Hub, is going to be on the stream as well. He's going to be stopping on by. Tuesday, I'm going to be doing some Super Mega Baseball, some arcade-style baseball with my moderator, Wolf Gamer. With maybe a little bit of other single-player games outside of that, once he's done. On Thursday, we'll be playing some Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with Joe as well. And then I don't really have anything else. I don't have the calendar planned for next Saturday and onward. I still need to work that out. But everything is going to be on my Discord. Like the entire games list that I was going to be pulling from is on my Discord and on my Twitter. If you have not subscribed to both or following both, go and do that by clicking the buttons below. let's say Twitter and Discord, or type in !Twitter, !Discord to get you on that. Keep you up to date with everything that I'm doing. And also, if you want to have a nice little community talking F1, both real life and the video game, other video games, other sports, movies and music, etc., stop on by. We'd love to have you. But yeah, we're up into 8th place now, and I'm not really catching up to Ricardo, but the good thing is that Norris behind me is not really catching up to me either. So it looks like that we might very well be ending out this season with another 4 points to our tally. And I will be then with 104 points. George will have had 6 all season.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Really sucks for George. He's a 93 rated driver, yet cannot wheel this car around like I want him to. All because Williams decided to go and put all of its money into making George a better driver, but didn't want to make the car better. Gotta love AI Williams like that. Yes, let's spend all this time pampering the golden boy, but fuck the car, right? Please acknowledge. Norris is faster than you. He's not really, but I just wanted to say that. Well, thanks for stopping by, Ford. Hope you're doing well. Actually, at this point in time, I think that with Hamilton so far down, because he started 13th, he took a grid penalty, started 13th, he's not gotten into points position so far this race. I legit think that this title is going to Bottas this year. Alright, 4 laps to go. Trying to wheel it on home in one piece. At this point in time, there's no need for me to be doing anything risky or stupid in driving this car. Got a big enough cushion. As I said that. Got a big enough cushion in front of me and behind me where there isn't a need to do anything idiotic or risk-taking. Just drive my line for the next 4 laps, and everything should be fine.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Where are my tires? Like, oh, my tires are fine. They're in the 15% range. My tires are fine. I don't know why I was checking. I mean, I usually do check them around this time if I was doing a one-stop strat. Because if I felt if I, didn't have a powerful car and wanted to undercut people with a one-stop strat, I would have only done a one-stop. And I would be constantly checking my tires to see how worn they are. Which, since this race I've done a two-stop strat, there really is no need for me to continuously check my tires. We need Lewis to win the title. Like I said, Lewis has won both titles so far in this game. He's won Season 1 and 2. And in fact, Season 2, it did come down to the last race. Technically, it needed to be Valtteri winning Abu Dhabi and Hamilton not winning, or not even getting points, in order for Valtteri to get the title. That's not how it worked. It happened to be Hamilton winning, Bottas coming second, as you do. But this time around, Bottas looks like he's winning this race, and Hamilton, I don't think Hamilton's in points. No, there's Ocon right there. So Hamilton's not in the points. So Bottas is going to be getting his coveted driver's title. Finish the race driving Mexico. What? What's that all about, huh? Hey, I can be driving on high now. See, and I will say this, my ICE is at over 50% right now, so I do have, technically, a power output that is less than what I started with. My engine is outputting less than what I started with. Yeah, my ICE is at 54%, so I'm definitely losing power. But so far, it has not affected me too much.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Drive to Mexico and do Irwindale figure 8. Oh! I mean, yeah, if Todd set it up. Just let me finish this race. I got one more lap after this. You know how I was saying at the very beginning of the day, chat, that we might do some iRacing? Well, we might be doing some figure 8 racing. Have to see if the session is created, though. Oh, shit. Norris and Ocon are fighting it out behind me. I don't have to worry about a damn thing. But yeah, it looks like for only the second time ever, I don't know how many times I've raced this track, probably a dozen at least. But for only the second time ever, I'm going to get points on this track. So I would call that an accomplishment, and it's Charles Leclerc winning the race. Excuse me? I think Bottas came in second, but Charles Leclerc has won this race, ladies and gentlemen. Chalk that up to things you don't see every day. Charles Leclerc has won this race. As we come around the final turn, we take the checkered flag and finish in 8th. I just saw that Russell finish 9th. I saw that Russell finished 9th and Hamilton came in 10th. What happened to Norris and Ocon? What the hell happened to Norris and Ocon? Did they die?
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It may have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple.
Do not question the plan, yeah.
Now then, We have
So that's the thing.
World Drivers
That's the
Champion.
thing. I gotta check this, okay? I gotta check this. Okay, Bonotto, fuck off. I gotta check this because I'm pretty sure that Bottas had to win the race to win the driver's
Today then,
title.
But bittersweet emotions, I'm sure.
Whatever, broken gloves. I was trying to go high fuel mix the whole fucking rest of the race.
What a fantastic final race of the season this was. Anthony Davidson, what helped them
Yeah,
deliver
there's
this
Bottas right
result,
there in
do you think?
second. I gotta check the points. I'm pretty sure Bottas had to win to get the driver's title. Sort of low downforce. I don't use default settings. I use personal setups. I haven't used a default setting in like 6 months.
It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and there are...
Alright, so yeah, I finished in 8th, Russell finished in 9th, but it was Ocon and Norris that were sitting right there in 9th and 10th. Did they hit each other? That's what I want to know. Did they fucking hit each other that took them out of the points? Bottas also got fastest lap. So Bottas got 19, Hamilton got 1. So that was an 18-point difference. That means that Hamilton won by less than 7 points.
advantage at the top has been reduced. Some amazing...
Wow. It was 8 points, actually. But going into this race, it was not for certain that Hamilton had won. So, here's the deal. If Bottas won, and Hamilton did not get any points, they would have been tied at the top. And then it would have come down to who won the most races. That's wild, man. That is wild, because that specific scenario, if, like I said, if Hamilton didn't get 10th and Bottas won the race, that would have been 8 points for Bottas. They would have been tied on points, and they would have gone down to who won the most races. We got to go and check and see.
Out on the track
We got to
today.
go and check and see how many wins each of them had, because I want to say Hamilton won the most, but I want to check and see how many they actually did win. So final tally, Williams gets 112 points. We finished 14 behind Racing Point down there in 8th. But hey, we at least cracked the triple
But
digits.
Anthony.
Driver standings wise, I did in fact push up ahead of Sergio Perez at the end, finishing in 9th in the driver standings with 104,
Who
3
would
behind
you pick
Carlos
as your
Sainz.
driver of...
George Russell, he at least got points. That's more than we could say about my Lord and Savior and Father Kimi Räikkönen, as he got a big fat 0. There's no way that Vettel... Yeah, he is. Even with the nerf patch that came out last month for Ferrari, everything that Ferrari was doing that season basically negated that nerf. So it didn't matter. They were back to where they were in half a season. So that's why Vettel and Ferrari are that high.
Day.
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this
He wants to give it to the title winner. Yeah. Please don't let me talk to Claire. Thank you. I'm glad I don't have to talk to Claire. Hold on a second. I need to pop up my Discord. Because there may be people talking and shit. Hello? Are you loud? Are you guys in the session right now? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Why did you mute me?
Huh?
I was about I don't know how I got muted.
What do you mean?
That definitely wasn't me. That's all I'm going to say about that.
What'd you do?
How many guys are in the session right now?
Nobody?
Nobody?
30.
All right. Well, shit. Let me finish up my F1 and I'll get in a second.
Okay, you got 5 minutes.
I've got 5 minutes. Is it just about
You got 5
over?
minutes.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. Well,
Look what you did. You were in the session. Way to go, Brad.
Okay. Okay. We'll talk about this later when off stream, all right?
Hey, broadcast always won the race. I just want to point that out. Broadcast won the heat race.
Stop filleting the microphone, please, and thank you.
I made it. Oh my god.
All right, I will talk to you guys in just a second, all right?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. So those were the guys that hosted the iRacing League race. For those of you who don't know, those were the broadcaster and the admin for the iRacing oval racing that I've done over the past 12 weeks, Thursday nights, when we did a 1987 Cup Car, NASCAR Stock Car League race. So they wanted to have a little fun tonight and do Irwindale figure eight racing. Yes, you heard me right. Figure eight, not Demolition Derby, although it could turn into Demolition Derby. They wanted to do figure eight racing tonight, but looks like that the session, unfortunately, is going to be over in about 5 minutes, and they're not planning on doing another one. So that sucks for you guys, because that I'm sure would have been some fun-ass content for you guys to deal with. Me trying to drive my ass around in a figure eight and not get hit. It's whatever. We'll worry about it at a later time. So we're going to do a little bit of admin work here before the season is over, just to get things out of the way and set up for Season 4, which, as I may mention before, is not going to be broadcast until the start of the new year. So figure, January 2nd? Actually, you know what? We'll make Saturday, January 2nd a fun day, too. So, January 4th, mark it down on your calendars, January 4th, 2021, that is when Season 4 of Williams is going to be coming back onto the channel. Until that time, it's going to be, how many weeks? 1, 2, shit, that's actually going to be 3 weeks. Hey, you know what, we may actually make it January 2nd then. Saturday, January 2nd, we'll be back with it, because I'm looking at the calendar, that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks worth of fun stuff that we're going to be doing on this channel aside from F1. Just to, as I may mention before, it is solely as a palate cleanse, a stress relief, and sort of a way to get you guys involved into the chat as well, especially if we're doing like Jackbox games, or if I'm calling upon you guys to do multiplayer stuff. Like we could do F1 online lobbies if you guys want to, if you guys have PC. We could do that. We could do Rocket League, we could do like Shell Shock or Worms Armageddon or any other party game that I have, or Pummel Party. You know, it's like Mario Party except a little bit more fun. I know, more fun than Mario Party, not true, right? But we'll figure something out. But as I may mention before, I have the entire list of the games that I want to play on my Discord, so you can go check that out. It's in my general chat. I don't have it pinned. Now that I think about it, I should probably get that pinned so that you guys can take a look at what I am, in fact, going to be streaming. And I lied. It is not in my general chat. It is in my stream talk chat where I have my entire list. Okay, I got that pinned, so we're good there. What's my Discord? Well, my Discord is... That is my Discord. All right, so we're obviously going to renegotiate with the current team because I'm obviously staying with Williams. So we're going to renegotiate with them. We're going to go for the low-risk offer because there's no need for me to take a higher offer. Let me go with the low-risk offer to stay with Williams, keep driving with them, and just continue with the build that I have here. Obviously, purchase upgrade is going to be for the resource points because I want more resource points. Let's do that. Might as well do Among Us. Oh, I'm planning on it. That's what's on my list. I'm already planning on it. Figure something out. R&D points. Can we get this built out? Yes. We are, in fact, going to get this built out. So, ladies and gentlemen, everything has been maxed out. Everything by Season 4 will be maxed out to spec level 2. I cannot wait to see what my car is going to look like come Australia, and how it's going to feel come Australia.